Day 10 of working on my arm sleeves.
As you can see here, we have the right arm sleeve. Unfortunately, in day 9, I forgot to show off the progress of me sewing the fabric to the neoprene. But that first pass through is already complete from this edge all the way down to this edge. The second part is sewing this edge to this edge here along this same seam that I just made, and going from there back to there. This will help keep it constrained, so that way I don't have to worry about the entire thing ripping apart. Then, this is the really nice part, I'm making it a triple seam design. We're going to have our seamless stitch on the flap between the two parts here, which is the left side and right side here, so that. And then the third stitch line is going to be on this little flap here, along the entire edge. How this is going to hold up is that this is going to make it much more resilient. It's going to prevent it from ripping apart, and it adds a little bit of extra rigidity and durability. Think about it this way. The more you use your arm sleeves, the more wear and tear it gives on this seam, especially in the area right here, which is where the elbow is, where your arm is going to be bending or twisting or both. This is where that seam is going to go. So let's continue on, shall we? By the way, I want to mention, I'm recording this on my brand new iPhone 16 Pro because of the fact I am trading in my old iPhone 12, which is now factory erased. Rest in peace, iPhone 12. You did a great job. You served your purpose. Yeet. So right here, you can see easily that we have our stitching done as we're going along further down from the top corner. I'm working my way down from there. These were taken easily between 30 minutes to 45 minutes apart to make sure that I'm sewing it very well. Right there, that's almost about 1/3 of the way down. And look at that. Wow, we are almost all the way there. That's when I reached the 2/3 point, 4/5, 90%. And now we're starting on the second part. And there we go. We're going further down. And that's the completed side. And now we are currently halfway there, going further down. And that's when we reached almost the end. We're almost there, and we finished. But yes, it is real. You got the R for the right arm sleeve. This is the internal stitching pattern. I went with a jeans style parallel sewing technique here. So not only does it provide a little bit of extra redundancy, but it holds down this excess flap. Not only do I have a double redundancy on this part here, I have a third set of redundancy baked in right there. Now obviously you can see it on the outside, but this is on the underside, so it's not really going to be obviously seen that well unless if I'm moving my arms like a flailing person. Ah, oh my god, it's a furry!
So before we begin, let me just go ahead and quickly put on the arm sleeve. I got it right here, obviously. Whoop. That's all there is to it, really. That's how you slide an arm sleeve on. This looks nice and all so far, but it's not yet done. There's still one minor thing I gotta still do for this arm sleeve, but that's being done after I do the left one. Let me at least show you how it looks with the hand paw on. There we are. Look at that. You don't even know I have a human arm underneath this. Oh my god, he's a fleshy? Oh my god, no! This is a crisis! I will see you all in the very next video. So be sure to subscribe, follow, or like for more. Thanks, every little bit helps. See ya!